Using a mobile phone while skating on the ice is dangerous to you and those around you. Please use this app responsibly, watch first and practice later.
So fancy footwork, huh? We're on forwards crossovers. Now, forwards crossovers are just like really any good skating. They're going to be taking place on a circle pattern. Our pathway when we skate well is predominantly on circles. So a great place to practice this, pick one of the hockey circles, not because we need to, but because it helps us to just tune out and have a nice set circular pattern.
We're going to make sure that the upper body, just like in our chasses, turns to establish the shoulders facing into the circle.
We're going to be looking along the circle just like a train track.
Then we can bend our knees and start with a good forward stroking push. So we've got our slide and stroke and push away.
Once we've made that push and stroke away, because we're going to be skating a crossover, which is a first stage of learning to do these kind of moves around a corner, we're going to allow that leg to come through forwards. It's going to come slightly ahead of your gliding foot, and you're going to, for want of a better word, plunk it down next to the other one. It doesn't sound very sophisticated, but really that's what it's going to be doing for now. We've got our feet crossed and running along the floor. Now we need to take our underneath foot and bring it back next to the opposite one. So, as we're skating along, we've got our stroke. Then we bring that foot slightly ahead to come down and meet the floor. 2 feet still gliding. Remove that underneath foot and pop it down back next to the original foot. Now we've got 2 feet nice and neutral, back in their starting position, so we can repeat that set of movements. Open the foot for the push, releasing the floor, bringing the leg forwards to crossed foot gliding. We've already practiced in our crossed lemons, and then gently removing that underneath foot to come back nice and tidy underneath us. Now, when we're first doing these movements, we may find it a little tempting to be as quick as we possibly can. Maybe we don't feel great about crossing our feet, so we're going to try and do it as fast as we possibly can. A lot of people feel that moment where we're on 2 feet crossed and gliding feels a little strange. It's a great idea to spend some time practicing gliding with our feet crossed and just being comfortable on 2 feet with those feet crossed as part of your crossover work, okay? So take the time to practice that and you will never feel rushed through your forwards crossovers.
Take a moment to get used to the feeling of crossing the feet by trying it on the spot first. You can do this by the wall if you prefer. Taking our crossovers into motion, we should set up on a circle. Make sure the upper body is organized with a large L shape in the arms, chest facing slightly into the circle, but our gaze of our eyes will be along the circle line. Figure skaters, remember we should be trying not to use our toe picks anywhere during this crossover motion, either during the first stroke or during the cross process. Hockey skaters, although you'll have a slightly less formal posture with the arms out but not necessarily quite as high as figure skaters, it's advisable to keep the shoulders still for now whilst you still get familiar with the pattern of the feet. And of course, no matter whether you're training hockey style or figures, we need to make sure that we practice both directions. Having an opportunity to observe fellow skaters really up close can help us to understand how our technique works. So here we've compiled some footage really close up of the feet during the crossover process, which is skated more akin to our starter and beginner levels, giving a realistic target for how you should be aiming to skate your crossovers as you begin to learn them.